First stop, first pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
We're at our first charging stop, and it is always at these super silly places. Like, I don't know what this place is, but it looks like a fun time.
It's called like the Bravo Land. Come on,
Bravo
bro.
Land.
You didn't know? Bravo Land? Let's go.
This trip is going to be full of adventures.
Well, I can't hear you over the adventures I'm having right now.
Lord help me. Can you take a video of me in that? We are on an adventure of sorts. We are up north in Northern California for a little work trip, but that work trip requires us to see the sights and literally adventure around the city. So on our way up, we are stopping at...
We're at Apple
Park. It only feels appropriate to film with an iPhone in here. If I had the Sony, it would feel wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor's a happy boy.
Milky and Tiffany. Can't complain.
This is like your Christmas.
Yeah, every time I get to come up here. It's my favorite thing.
I was trying to figure out what my comparison would be, like, with him this excited to be here at Apple. It's like the equivalent of me being at a beautiful skating rink. Like, that is my level of excitement and his level of excitement. It'd be those two things.
Next up, being able to go in the Apple campus. My hair is what going on.
It looked fine.
Yeah, it feels like it looked weird. Did I make it worse?
Yes. Okay, well, we're finally in our hotel room. We had a conflict. Originally, this trip was supposed to start 2 days ago and end today or tomorrow. But we are here taking photos of the city, basically, and the weather was iffy, so they moved it to start today, but we couldn't cancel our previous hotel. So anyway, we were supposed to be there for one night and then come here. We show up, they don't have a room for us. And so we're like, okay. So we had this hotel starting tonight, or starting tomorrow, and luckily they were able to add a night on for us. So we are not homeless in Northern California. We are currently in Sunnyvale. And I just found out that my grandparents first moved here from Pittsburgh when they first got married. And I had no idea that I had any connection to Sunnyvale. But here we are, and luckily we have a place, and now it's time to go find some food. This place feels like it would be in a movie. And like some crazy fight scene would happen like over there. I'm ready. The best part about pho places, pretty much everywhere you go, they are no nonsense. You walk in, you sit wherever you want, they give you your menu, they ask you what you want, you order it, it is there within seconds. Perfection.
Did it again.
I said perfection.
Yes, you did.
Why does that bother you?
Because you talk about something that you're claiming is perfect, and then every time you pretty much say why it's flawed, like the next sentence. That one you didn't. Okay, perfection, except the broth isn't as good as the one by our house. Perfection, except, it could have been. It could have been better or cheaper.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Wow, that's a 30-minute drive right now.
Oh, traffic is a thing. I mean, what else are we gonna do, you know? I live for bad coffee with hazelnut creamer.
Is it?
And free breakfast.
Is it?
Perfect. This coffee tastes like the coffee that my mom used to make me with a ton of hazelnut creamer like around Christmas time, and it makes me so happy. It is extremely gray outside, and we are supposed to shoot photos, which is not going to work. So we are gonna go check out an area that has really good coffee and get that coffee and scope out the area. We're at Verve, and they have this hallway that goes back to the bathrooms, but this hallway smells like the biscuits and jam from Knott's Berry Farm. Now we're at the NASA like center, but it's not like a tourist place. Why do you have to show that?
I think it's just mandatory.
Thought we were gonna get in trouble. Do you think there's aliens here? So we've been driving around trying to get some shots while it was still like gloomy and hazy from the morning, and it's starting to clear up. The amphitheater is right there.
What'd you do?
I've gone all day without spilling coffee on me, and my thing's like half gone, and I'm walking and it just splashes up onto my boobs. I don't know if this is gonna work.
12 hours later. I mean, it's coming out.
Ugh, my neck hurts. So you know what's sketchy? Two people walking around with cameras, just constantly taking photos. We have only had one person get sketched out by us and vocally come up to us and explain why. Did you get it? At a coffee shop, a guy followed us out and was like, "You took a picture of me," to Taylor. And Taylor was like, "No, I didn't." And he was like, "You took a picture of me. I saw you take a picture of me. That makes me very uncomfortable." And I was like, honestly, I respect that. We didn't take a picture of him.
I like that my camera was pointing in the direction of him.
I have a theory. He was on the run. Yes. So dramatic. I want this cafe to be my house. do our own. Our last breakfast and my last very, very mediocre hotel coffee. It's perfect. It's our last day here. I thought that was my last coffee, but I'm running in to get more. Because our trip was supposed to be, we were supposed to be home 2 days ago from this trip, I have skating lessons scheduled for today. So I have a lesson from 11 to 12, and then another one at 12:30. So we are packing up the car and we are going to a park close by so I can teach my lessons before we take some more photos and then head out. We came to this park yesterday and there's a ton of tennis courts, and the tennis courts say no skating. But the handball court didn't say anything. All right, all done with my lesson. That was fun. There's a lot of people like warming up and practicing tennis on their own. So I'm really glad I got a spot. I think we will head to lunch, get some photos, and then Taylor asked me to drive home. So that means good and bad. I don't have to work on the drive home. I will just relax and hang out, but that means I have a lot of work to do when I get home. From all the walking around we've been doing, my calves are so tight. So I've just been stretching them whenever I find like a stair. Following Taylor around while he's taking photos, I just feel like a little duckling. Following my mom. I don't know where my mom went now. We're on our final charge of the trip home, and it's really cold.